we're going to talk about leaseholds. A group of landowners will challenge the government in the High Court today over their attempts to reform the freehold and leasehold system of property ownership. The landowners, which include two charities, argues that some of the proposed legislation infringes on their human rights.
It's about challenging some of the basic premises of leasehold reform, and for the charity it's incredibly important because we make a lot of the money that we grant to children and young people's charities in London from leasehold extension claims. We own a very small estate in St John's Wood, and that's incredibly important to our asset base. We believe that John Lyons Charity should have an exemption from this legislation.
But leaseholders like Alice Brown from South West London are concerned it will slow down further plan reforms.
I think it's really frustrating. You know, these leasehold reforms have been promised by successive governments. They keep being delayed. And then this latest legal challenge and the idea that somehow giving us more transparency over our service charge and more say over how our money is spent, the idea that this is somehow infringing on massive companies' human rights, it's a little bit laughable considering that we're having to live under this regime and paying thousands of pounds for no benefit whatsoever.
Let's bring in Sebastian O'Kelly, who's with the Leasehold Knowledge Partnership and joins us now. Good morning, Sebastian.
Morning.
What are leaseholders telling you?
Well, leaseholders are outraged that a group of commercial interests are thwarting the will of Parliament. It's extraordinary arrogance that they've decided to fight this through with lawfare to frustrate the will of Parliament. Remember that the Act last year, which they're challenging, was passed with the agreement of the opposition. There is complete consensus throughout Parliament, or near complete consensus throughout Parliament. A few dissentient voices in the House of Lords, but this is a direct challenge to the way we democratically govern ourselves by using lawfare and claiming a rather spurious human rights. That is the human rights of offshore companies whose beneficial owners are hidden in many cases. I sympathise with the charities. I don't agree for a moment the amount of money that they're claiming they're going to lose, and their accounts don't show that they're going to lose very much at all, and they're still going to get 2/3 of their leasehold income, even with these reforms. So they're over-egging it and should drop out of this action, but those who are taking part of it are being outrageous. These are the entities who try to dump building safety costs onto leaseholders, who fleeced leaseholders in the courts built up over inflated service charges, over fiddling insurance commissions, and now they're talking about their human rights. It's an effrontery, and I'm astonished at the British public's patience in putting up with this.
Are people holding off buying leasehold properties until the reform has gone through, Sebastian?
Yes, it's been disastrous for some years. And, of course, people who bought flats are finding them very difficult to sell, in part because they were so badly built in the first place, as been revealed with the post-Grenfell building safety reports, that have gone on. But no, leasehold is now seen as a toxic form of tenure among consumers, and people are avoiding them.
What's the best possible outcome here for everyone today?
That these very powerful commercial interests lose this and lose it bad and are sent packing. That they attempt to derail the will of our Parliament and our democracy is thwarted.
Sebastian, great to speak to you today. Thank you so much. Sebastian O'Kelly with the Leasehold Knowledge Partnership with us. 8:17. Good morning. This is Breakfast on BBC Radio London.